Okay, so here in EL166, we're looking at the PLC. This is a fixed I/O. You'll see that it's got a fixed number of inputs and a fixed number of outputs. Next piece of this we're going to be breaking into right here is we're opening up the RSLogix 5000 software. You'll see as it is booting up right now. Looking at that, okay, so now it's fully booted up. We've got we're looking at the main screen. So first thing we do is we'll file new. From there, we're gonna make sure we have the correct part number selected, and that part number represents that PLC we saw just a minute ago. And next, we're gonna enter the new file name for this guy. We're gonna have just call it 1 for today. I wanted to include a description. This would be a good place to do it. So I'll just throw in a quick description of Chapter 15, Part 1 in here. And also we have to include the expansion modules. Now, as you can see here on the right, I have a highlighted, you'll see that fixed PLC with 3 expansion modules on the right here. So that's highlighted, circled in yellow there. So that indicates the 3 modules. Okay, at that point, we're going to go over and hit OK. So now I'm zooming in on these 3 modules. You see the one on the left is analog input, the one in the center is analog output, and the one on the right is high-speed counter module. Now we're breaking into the hardware configuration. So now we got to go into this thing and define those 3 modules. So expansion I/O modules, the 3 modules. We're going to right-click on this and select New Module. The first module is going to be what? The IE2V. So we're going to come into that here pretty quick here. Flipping through here, IE2V, right there it is, okay. Next piece of this is we got to include the OE2V. Oh, I'm sorry. No, we gotta create a name for it. So I just call it analog in, and then I hit OK for that. Next piece of this, we gotta select the analog output module. This is a good spot to bring in this. So as you can see, the next one's an OE2V. So bring it in even closer yet. So we got OE2V. So we go down here and we find OE2V. What did I do? I go OV2E right there. So that's the OE2V, grab that. And here, analog output. Press OK for that. And the last one is IK. That's the high-speed counter card. So we'll grab it and go ahead and create that. Call it HSC for high-speed counter card. And create that. So at this time, we're going to go ahead and download those 3 points, or all the configuration. We're going to download that whole information there. So we got those 3 cards there. So as you can see here, the lights are green, indicating that they're all powered up and ready to go. Weird, I don't know why. So expansion I/O modules, as you can see here, I got the IE2V, OE2V, and the IK. Here's the fixed IO PLC. So as you can see here, we got 16 in on the left, 8 in on the left, 8 in on the right. And so we also have 8 in on the, or 8 out on here and 8 out here. So it gives us a total of 16 in and 16 out. Okay, so now we're going to get into the communications. So we're going to go to communications. We're going to select who's active. From there, we're going to select Ethernet, and from there we're going to select the EL192.206. So 192.0.0206, that is the processor I'm talking to. And we download that information. So it is here I realized that I entered the wrong value into one of the cards because I've got a flashing I/O. Which one is it? It looks like I grabbed the wrong one there. So to solve this problem, I have to what? I have to delete that module out of there. So I got to go in offline mode here. Come down here. And it won't let me change it here. So I got to go ahead and it wouldn't let me change it here either. So I got to go here and delete it. See, it just won't let me do anything with it. I got to delete it. It's the only way to get around it. Delete the device, bam, gone. Okay, now I go back through, select the right one. This time I grab the OE2V, call that analog out. Make sure it's going to end up in the right slot and hit OK for that. At that point, I can go ahead and close it. So now I've got all 3 cards in place, and I can close this out. Go online with it. You see it's still flashing fault. But in this particular case, they didn't have any major faults with it, so it didn't fault the processor. So no big deal. So all I have to do is just download this information now. So it is correct. So no major alarms, so I can just download it. Now we're equal, we're online, and we're running. So we're in pretty good shape here. So this is the setup configuration of the PLCs we're going to be using in class. So if you need more time or understanding on how this process takes place, this is where you're going to see all this or get additional information from this. But every day in class, we will be doing this very same process, setting up the processor, setting up the hardware configuration. So, until we meet again, I'll talk to you then. Okay.